Hello guys, welcome to my channel Maths Pursuit. Today we are going to look into example 5 from chapter 5 called arithmetic progression. So let's see what exactly we have in example 5. Coming to example 5, it is given that determine the AP whose third term is 5 and the seventh term is 9. Now let us see how we can solve this question. Moving to the solution. So let us put the given AP in the below table. As usual, I am creating a table and I am going to put the given values or given AP in that table so that it will help us to make the calculation easily without confusing among the numbers. Now here I am going to prepare a 7-column table because we have till 7, the question gave us till 7 terms. For that reason I am preparing a 7-column table with 3 rows and naming first term to first cell, second term to second cell, third term to third cell, fourth term to fourth cell, fifth term to fifth cell, sixth term to sixth cell, seventh term to seventh cell. Now we don't know the value under first cell, first term, so we are keeping it as blank. Second term we don't know. Third term we know it is 5, so we are putting 5 under third term. Fourth term we don't know. Fifth term we don't know. Sixth term we don't know, so we are keeping all these things as blank. And seventh term we know it is 9. Now naming first term as A1, second term as A2, third term as A3, fourth term as A4, fifth term as A5, sixth term as A6, and seventh term as A7. Guys, I am naming A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7 to each of the terms so that it will help us while making our calculations easily. Now we are going to find out the above AP. We need to find the common difference D and first term, that is A1, and we will be using the formula AN is equal to A1 plus N minus 1 into D. So guys, that means we are going to find out the missing values. So in order to find out the missing values, we require whatever the things that we require. Anyhow, we require the first term like A1 value, and we require the common difference. If we get these two things, then it would be easy to determine the other terms. So that is what we are going to do now. Now whatever the details we have, let us put them in the above formula. So putting the details in the above formula, like we know the third term value and we know the seventh term value. This is what we are going to do now, and we are going to put these values in the above formula and we are going to derive two equations. So one is like A3 is equal to A1 plus 3 minus 1 into D. So here AN is nothing but A3, that is equal to A1 plus 3 minus 1 into D. Here the value of the first term that we have given here is A1, because we are going to find out A1 and we have put these things in this equation, plus 3 minus 1, N is 3 because here N is the third term, into D. D is the common difference, and that is what we need to find out. Now solving this equation, we are getting like 5 is equal to A1 plus 3 minus 1 into D, or we can say 5 is equal to A1 plus 2D, or A1 is equal to 5 minus 2D. Now let us name this equation as equation 1. So here there are two things, A1 is missing as well as D is missing. Similarly, moving ahead and putting the values of the seventh term in the formula AN is equal to A1 plus N minus 1 into D, we are getting A7 is equal to A1 plus 7 minus 1 into D, or 9 is equal to A1 plus 7 minus 1 into D, or 9 is equal to A1 plus 6D, or A1 is equal to 9 minus 6D. Let us name this one as equation 2. Therefore both the equations 1 and 2 are equal as we got the values of A1. So we can write, guys, we got in both the cases, if we look into equation 1 and equation 2, we got A1 is equal to 5 minus 2D and A1 is equal to 9 minus 6D. As both the equations are A1, so we can say that equation 1 is equal to equation 2. So we can write equation 1 is equal to equation 2, or 5 minus 2D is equal to 9 minus 6D, or minus 2D plus 6D is equal to 9 minus 5. Just moving D from right side to the left side and moving the like constant figure like 5 to the right side. So the new equation that we got is minus 2D plus 6D is equal to 9 minus 5, or 4D is equal to 4, or D is equal to 4 upon 4, that is equal to 1. Therefore we got the common difference as 1. Now putting the value of D in any of the equations, we can find out the value of A1. So let us put the value of D in equation 1, that is A1 is equal to 5 minus 2D, or A1 is equal to 5 minus 2 into 1, or that is equal to 5 minus 2, that is equal to 3. So guys, we got the value of A1 and we got the value of D. Now it would be easy to find out the other terms, because we very well know that if we put the value of D to any of the term, like if we put the value of D to the current term, we'll get the next term. That is what we are going to do now. A1 is equal to 3, we got in the above step. A2 is equal to A1 plus D. That means if we add the value of D to the current term A1, we'll get A2. So that is equal to 3 plus 1, that is equal to 4. Similarly, A3 is equal to A2 plus D, that is equal to 4 plus 1, that is equal to 5. A4 is equal to A3 plus D, that is equal to 5 plus 1, that is equal to 6. A5 is equal to A4 plus D, that is equal to 6 plus 1, that is equal to 7. A6 is equal to A5 plus D, that is equal to 7 plus 1, that is equal to 8. A7 is equal to A6 plus D, that is equal to 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. So guys, the values of, like let's say A7 is equal to A6 plus D. A6 we got in the above step. So taking that value as 8 and replacing here in this equation, we are getting 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. Therefore the derived AP is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The calculation is very easy, but the thing is that we need to understand the way we are going to find out. Hope guys you understood this calculation, but still if you have any questions or concerns, kindly write to me in the comment section of this video. I will definitely get back to you once I see your comments. If you guys really like my videos, kindly subscribe and let your friends know. This will motivate me to make similar videos in the future. Thank you. Bye.